Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TJ, and we are back for another DCUO discussion video. And I just wanted to bring to your attention, if you have not paid attention to the forums, that we did in fact finally get some information regarding episode 28 and the next event, raid style event, much like the anti-monitor event that just finished up. So with that being said, we are going to be getting another like raid style event that will feature the main villain, the first main villain of the Justice League back in the day, like back when the Justice League first came about in the comics, back in the, I believe it was I think it was like the 50s, or yeah, I want to say it was the 50s, but so the villain there is Starro. So the raid event will focus around that. And from what I understand and from what I've read, there will be like special currency, much like the Anti-Monitor event rewarded us with quartz and crowns. So that's very good. We're getting some new content. The only gripes that I have about that is, one, I wonder if they're going to give us enough time. If they do, in fact, give us a special set of gear, like vendor gear, like they did with the Anti-Monitor event, and a special like currency, which was the quartz and crowns. If they do something like that again, is the event going to be running long enough for us to collect like feat points, or for collecting a full style or collecting a new set of gear? And will the gear be better than the gear that we get from episode 27? Because this seasonal, or not a seasonal event, but this raid event will be coming out before episode 28, which brings me to my next gripe, which is that the event itself will not be coming out until April. So, yes, yeah, oh goody. So, with that being said, you're probably wondering when episode 28 is going to be dropping. Well, according to the devs and the information that they provide us, very little information, the episode 28 will focus around the Justice Society of America, and a lot of it will focus around the time of World War II in the 1940s. So we will be seeing a lot of heroes and villains from that age of comics. So maybe we'll get to see like some people like the Justice Society. So maybe we get to see Hawkman a little more. Maybe we get to see the original Flash, Jay Garrick. Maybe the original Green Lantern, Alan Scott. Just to name a few. So obviously we'll have to. You'll know that we'll be getting like a duo, probably solo, maybe an open world event, alert, raid, based on all of that, which is good. But the only problem with that is that this episode is not coming out until June. Okay, so obviously you know that I'm going to say something about this, and I'm sure most of you are probably going to be just as pissed as I am, but that means that basically that is 7 months in between DLCs, and it is making me start to wonder why I even bother, number one, play the game, number two, spend money on the game to basically wait almost a year in between DLCs, which is nuts. Now, I understand they want to do the stats revamp, and that's their main focus, but to honestly make us wait 7 months between DLCs is quite frankly ridiculous. First, you were giving us content every month. We voiced our opinion and said we didn't like that, so you changed it back to what we thought was going to be quarterly, because that's what you said, developers. And now you're making us wait 7 months in between content drops, and that frankly is unacceptable, and it is quite ridiculous. And I don't know if you need, like I've mentioned before, I don't know if you need more people on your team, if we need new developers or something, but this is starting to get pretty damn ridiculous. And I don't mean to like rant and rave about this again, but it's just kind of ridiculous how they're making us wait 7 months. So it'll probably be honestly a good year and a half to 2 years before in between powers at this point, because Atomic came out over a year ago. I guarantee you it'll be the whole from Atomic to the time Water or whatever power drops next. It'll probably be a year and a half, which is absolutely ridiculous. Is the stats revamp really going to be worth it? Are you putting in all of this time? You might as well have made a new game if you're going to be changing the powers up and adding stuff, deleting stuff. You might as well have focused on making DCUO 2, because you're not delivering, as I mentioned in the last video, broken promises. You're not delivering what you said you were going to, and quite frankly, it's pretty damn ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, granted, I am excited about the new content, but like I said, I'm just like, where's the happy medium here? You either give us like too much stuff too quickly so that we can't get anything done, or you make us wait almost a year in between new content drops. So like, it's gotta be one way or the other, DC. Make up your damn minds. So with that being said, I am going to conclude this video here. Enough of me ranting and raving. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So until next time, guys, we'll see you soon.